Hi Stampers! Today we're going to make these little pouches, and I made these for my downline for gifts at convention, and they all have their initial on them, and we still need to make one more. So let's get started. I'm going to be using this Sweet and Sour designer paper, and this is cut at 6 by 7.5. We're going to score it at 2 inches, and you can flip it, or you can just go ahead and go down to 4 inches, but I'm going to flip it and score it at 2. So you're going to score both ends at 2. At one end, between the two score lines, you're going to score it at 1.5. So I know that's not even picking up my score lines, but they're there. Okay. So then you're going to go ahead and cut on your score line where you scored the 1.5 inch. You're going to cut on the 2 inch score line up to the 1.5. Okay. And then you're just going to fold that over on the score line. So it should look like this. Okay. And then you're just going to go ahead and fold the rest of your score lines. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, so now we're going to round the corners a little bit. So we're going to take the 3/16 corner rounder, and this is one of the new punches in the punch design. And it's a little bit different than the older style because you got those little side grooves right here. Remember, you're going to have the paper grab on that edge. Now I'm going to punch upside down. So you're going to feel for that edge, and then you're just going to punch. And it's not going to go all the way in, which you think it would, but it's not. So it should be rounded like that. And we're just going to finish off all the edges here. And then also do this one in the center. Okay, so then all your corners are rounded, and then you're going to flip this back, and you're going to put a little tiny hole here with the 1/16 handheld punch. And then you're just going to add a brad in there. And before we seal it up really, really tight, you're just going to lightly close it just to hold it in place until we get to the next step here. Okay, so it should look like this. Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Okay, so then flip it over, and then I'm going to apply some snail along the edge here, and then also along the bottom center. And then just to reinforce the edge, I'm just going to add a little strip of sticky strip, if I can find the end here. Okay, so then you're just going to add a little strip just to reinforce that. The snail should hold it, but you never know. Flying to convention, you just want to make sure everything's made really, really good. Okay, so then you're just going to go ahead and peel that off. And then first, where the adhesive is on this side, you're going to fold in the opposite side first and seal that bottom down, and then fold the other part over like that and seal it down really, really good. Okay, and then your flap overs here, and then we're going to take our crimper. Love the crimper. And the trick to the crimper is you're going to have the handle in your hand, of course, and you're going to see little blue arrows. Can you see them? That's going to be facing you, and then you're going to slide the bottom part of the pouch right in there pretty straight, and then just crank it just a couple times just to give it that finished look. So it looks like this. Can't see it right here. Okay, so then I'm just going to put some dimensionals up here to hold that flap down. 2 works good. Let's put 2 on there. Okay, So now before we seal that down, we're going to go ahead and stamp our initial, and I'm going to use the letter D for one of my downline. Her name is Dee, D-E-E, and we're going to use the Rich Razzleberry, and this alphabet set is the Jane's Type alphabet. Love it! So I'm just going to stamp this on Whisper White, and then I'm going to take the 1-inch circle punch. These letters fit really good in this punch right here. And then I went ahead and punched out the Peach Parfait is the 1 3/8 circle punch. And then the Rich Razzleberry is the 1 1/4 circle punch. And then I used the 1 3/4 scallop circle punch. And I'm just going to go ahead and layer all these together. Layer the D onto the Rich Razzleberry. And then the Peach Parfait. And then before we add the scallop, I'm going to take some linen thread, and I'm just going to cut a little strip here. And then making sure my D is facing me correctly, I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back side. And I'm going to take the linen thread, and I'm just going to make a loop around the back of the Peach Parfait. So it should look like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and layer this onto the scallop so that linen thread is secured with the adhesive between the Peach Parfait and the scallop circle punch. Okay, so then before we seal down our flap over, I'm just going to go ahead and put this behind the brad, and then this would be the time to really push that brad closed. So it's just going to hang there like that. Isn't that cute? And then you just go ahead and seal that down with the dimensionals. Love it! And then I got some licorice Twizzlers, and I'm just going to slide one of those in there for their little gift. Isn't that cute? Okay, so here they all are again, and they're all using the Sweet and Sour designer paper. Love the designer paper. And they're all the same. Like these two are the same. I just flipped them the other way. And these two are the same. Okay? All right. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.